Good day everyone, here's our math challenge for today. And here's our question. Evaluate the limit of x raised to the fourth power minus 625 all over x cubed minus 5 cubed as x approaches to 5. Now, if you want to try this problem, just pause this video. We have 20 seconds and timer starts now. Time's up. Now let's answer this question together. Our goal in this question is to evaluate the limit of x raised to the fourth power minus 625 all over x cubed minus 5 cubed as x approaches to 5. Now the question is, how are we going to answer this question? In this video, I will show you a trick that your teacher probably don't tell you. But before that, let's start the usual way how to answer this kind of question. Now, first thing to do is to notice that 625 is just 5 raised to the fourth power. Now, notice that if we replace all x with 5, we get 0 over 0. Now, 0 over 0 tells us that there's a common factor on the numerator and on the denominator. So, what we're going to do is to factor out the numerator and factor out the denominator and cancel out the problem. Now, on the numerator, we have a square number minus another square number. Therefore, we can use the difference of two squares. So if we have a squared minus b squared, it is equivalent to a plus b multiplied by a minus b. Therefore, this x raised to the fourth power minus 5 raised to the fourth power can be factored as x squared plus 5 squared multiplied by x squared minus 5 squared. Now, this second factor, x squared minus 5 squared, can be factored also as x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 5. So, applying this difference of two squares. Now, on the denominator, we have a cube minus another cube. Therefore, we can apply the difference of two cubes. So, if we have a cube minus b cube, it is equivalent to a minus b multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared. Therefore, our denominator can be factored as x minus 5 times x squared plus 5x plus 5 squared. Now, at this point, we can cancel out a common factor of x minus 5 on the numerator and on the denominator. This will give us a limit of x squared plus 5 squared multiplied by x plus 5 all over x squared plus 5x plus 5 squared as x approaches 5. Now, at this point, let's evaluate this limit. So, let's substitute all x with 5. Now, at this point, let's simplify this result. So, 5 squared plus 5 squared is simply 25 plus 25 or simply 50. 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 squared is 25 plus 5 times 5 is also 25 plus another 25, so this will give us 75. 50 times 10 will give us 500 and 500 divided by 75 will give us 20 over 3. Therefore, the limit of x raised to the fourth power minus 625 all over x cubed minus 5 cubed as x approaches 5 must be 20 over 3. Now, let's set aside this result for a while. Now, at this point, let's have the shortcut. Now, if we have this kind of pattern, the limit of x raised to n minus a raised to n, wherein a is a constant, all over x raised to m minus a raised to m as x approaches a, it is equivalent to n over m times a raised to n minus m. Now, going back to our question, realize that 625 is 5 raised to fourth power. Now, seeing this pattern in our limit, we can apply this shortcut. So, this is equivalent to n over m times a raised to n minus m. Now, on our given, n must be equal to 4, and m must be equal to 3, and a must be equal to 5. So, this limit is equivalent to just 4 over 3 times 5 raised to 4 minus 3. Now, 4 minus 3 is just 1. So we have 4/3 times 5. And 4/3 times 5 will give us 20/3. Therefore, we can say that the limit of x raised to the fourth power minus 625 all over x cubed minus 5 cubed as x approaches 5 must be 20/3. And as always, we are done.